Hey everybody, Dominic back with a really exciting video today, walking you guys through a case study of mine with a Shopify checkout design that made an additional $180,000 last month and is on track to even surpass that this month. Now, if you've watched any of my videos before, you're probably tired of hearing how important the checkout process is, but I'm going to show you again how a well-designed checkout can lead to crazy results like this, putting $180,000 a month more in my partner's pockets. Okay, so if you've never heard of me before, my name is Dominic Mayu. I run an e-commerce agency called DM Corporations, where we help Shopify-based brands scale to millions of dollars a month of profitable revenue. And the Shopify checkout design is a key component. So I don't want this video to be too terribly long, so let's just go ahead and get right into it. So, I want to highlight kind of our strategy that we took with this partner, right? So, the first thing we always do is we reduce friction by removing any unrelevant points. Now, there's going to be examples of all of these as we move forward. So, yeah, just stay tuned as I kind of show you the examples. But this is going to mean don't require them to make an account. Don't require them to put in a phone number. Hide address line 2 under a link. Hide business name under a hyperlink. Just make it as seamless as possible. Number 2 is adding social proof, right? Social proof moves the needle. We know that. It moves the needle whether it's on a product page, on a home page. It also moves the needle in checkout. So I'm going to show you guys exactly how we did this here in a few minutes. Number 3 is push urgency, right? Urgency and FOMO are high drivers of revenue and conversion and can be easily implemented into the checkout. Like I said, I'm going to show you this exactly how we did it in a second. And then 4, highlight UVPs. Don't stop pushing your UVPs once they get to checkout, right? A lot of the times the checkout looks like a totally foreign step when compared to the rest of the website. So address objections and push the unique selling points directly in Shopify. Now, challenge is most Shopify store owners don't really know where to start when it comes to optimizing conversion rate. So in this video, I'm going to break down a couple of different strategies to take that I just shared above. Now, it's going to be a blend of what you can and cannot do with and without Shopify Plus. So that's kind of the hard piece is a lot of store owners don't know where to start when they are not upgrading to Shopify Plus yet, which makes total sense because Shopify Plus is not cheap and it's only worth it at stores past a certain revenue point. So I am going to walk through some points and some strategies that you can take without upgrading to Plus. Obviously, this case study, this partner is on Plus, so that's how this design is going to look, but you can do a lot of this stuff without it. So including this, okay? So first step is reducing that friction. You can do this with or without Plus. Now, like I was talking about earlier, remove all unnecessary fields, okay? Including the business line. Make sure address line 2 is hidden under a field. Don't require the phone number. Don't add pickup options if nobody's taking it, right? So look here, just go into the back end of your settings and then into checkout and make sure that these are all unselected, okay? Autocomplete, make sure you're using autocomplete. That should be automatically turned on in Shopify unless you turn it off. Do not turn autocomplete off. Now, also, don't charge ridiculous shipping, okay? Only charge what it costs you to ship. Too many times I see business owners trying to profit off of shipping, and it just does not lead to success here, okay? So anything over $6 will start to bring friction. So offer free shipping if you can. If you can't, try to keep it under $6. You may even take a small hit on your margins on your costs. Now, obviously, if it is an extremely like heavy product, then people will expect to pay a little bit more for shipping, but the cheaper that you can make it, the better you're going to convert. And then fourth is just match the theme, right? It shouldn't feel like a totally foreign step. So make sure you're using the same CTA button colors, the same fonts, or at least a similar font. You are limited on what fonts you can use, even if you are on Plus. So just use, a similar font, use the same logo, obviously, and the same messaging. So again, you can customize all of that in the same area in checkout. All right. Now, the second point was social proof. Now, anybody can do this first piece, okay? And that is adding social proof directly into your logo, like DigiSmoothie did right here. Now, all this is one image that they created in Canva or Photoshop or something. But Canva is super easy to use, so that's what I'd recommend. Head over to Canva, take your logo, create a new file with your logo and add some text directly under your logo, save that, and upload that as your logo into your checkout. This is one of the easiest ways to get something like this in your checkout without having to upgrade to Plus. Okay, so this is one of the first things I do. Go ahead and do that. It's going to make a huge impact. Now, if you are on Plus, adding UVP icons and social proof icons to the right side of your page and desktop and under the CTA on mobile is going to be a massive, massive win. Same with adding reviews. You can test all these different things to make sure that we have the best system moving forward. Now, we are going to show you an example of this checkout and doing all of this stuff. Now, all these red boxes are to hide this actual brand that I'm working with. I want to keep them private, but you're going to see we implemented a ton of different things here. So just starting, check this out. So we have this little urgency timer here. This is amazing. We actually tested this and this increased the conversion rates by about 10%. We even customized this little snippet. I think typically it just says or. We added this whole piece here just for clarity. Obviously, all of this is custom fonts, custom sizing. Now we do have pick up and ship because people do actually use it. We added these UVP icons, which I now see you can't see, and social proof, right? So we kind of took the icons more of a social proof route because this brand does have an amazing following on social media. So these are the icons we use there. And then my favorite piece is going to be in the next one, this. So we tested adding this, and this bumped checkout conversion rate up significantly. Okay, so they only have two shipping options, right? One is standard and one is express. Now, this is absurd. Ignore this. We have like test addresses across the world and stuff, so this is how that calculated. But yeah, due to high demand and our commitment to authenticating every item, it may take a few days for our team to ship, but rest assured we're moving as fast as we can to get it to you, right? So this is just genius. I love implementing something like this for shipping because shipping can be a big friction point. So just addressing UVPs, answering questions, addressing the friction in this step can lead to incredible results. Right now, what you want to do is A/B test all of these design elements. Now, you can't actually A/B test checkout. So since Shopify extensions excuse me. So since Shopify released their extension platform rather than Liquid, it's removed the ability to truly split test your checkout, even through third-party platforms like Convert, like VWO. So instead, what you have to do is make an edit and then just compare the timeframes, which is not extremely accurate, but it can make an impact and it is still worth doing. So what I mean by that is say you launch you have your regular checkout and then you want to add the urgency timer that I just shared with you in the example, right? So what you want to do is gauge all your metrics, right, for the previous 2 weeks that you have not had the urgency timer, add that timer, let it run for 2 weeks, and see what happens in conversion rate. Now, I say it's not super accurate because a lot can impact that. If you're running a sale, even just economical factors can impact that. But right now, it's really the only way that we have to do it. So I do recommend split testing. Once we are able to split test again, which I think is coming in the next few months, then running true split tests will make a huge impact. So how did this design drive 180K in revenue, right? So this design actually resulted in about a 25% increase in conversion rate, which is just absolutely phenomenal. Now, this brand is doing a ton of revenue every single month. They are incredibly successful in their space. So 25% increase in conversion rate led them to an additional $180,000 in revenue last month. And like I said, we're on track to make it even more this upcoming month. So these checkout designs can make a drastic and severe impact in a positive way when done correctly. Now, I do want to spend a couple of minutes highlighting a new course that I released, teaching you how to create a custom AI CRO bot. Now, full transparency, this is something that we've been doing for a couple of years now for every single partner that signs on board with the Done For You services. Now, I wanted to share the wealth, share the wisdom with everybody who don't have the resources for the done for you systems, but to still do similar things. So I've created a course teaching you how to create a custom CRO bot, training it on conversion rate optimization, revenue optimization, copywriting, and e-commerce as a whole, and then uploading your brand specific data, right? So your brand's customer points, your brand's analytics, your specific data all into this bot so that it understands your customers better than you do. We use these bots every single day to optimize our partner accounts. The entire course is only about an hour and a half long and is $97. So I highly recommend checking that out. The link will be in the bio below. If you are an e-commerce brand doing at least $10,000 a month and you want to talk about potential done for you services, there's going to be a link below to schedule a call as well. And I hope this video helped, and I will see you all soon. Thanks.